Hey YouTube, Darren here. Just kind of an update as to what all's going on this morning. I've been doing a little bit of work on that Murray that was in the last video, that changing the belt and just doing a little bit of a tune-up for this gentleman. And I've already got the deck off. I figured you'd already seen a deck come off of a Murray before, but I can just kind of go over it with you. There's going to be a sidebar with a pin. You're going to pull the pin out, it drops the front, and then on either side there's going to be a leveling bolts, and you loosen them and take them off, and then you pop the little retainer pins off the side and it comes down as well. You undo the belt in the front and the spring on the side, and these are probably the easiest ones to take apart, in my opinion anyway. And I've got it all cleaned up, went ahead and greased it, sharpened the blades for the guy, and scraped off all the stuff. Gonna pressure wash everything in a little bit. And those are the zerks. Had to kind of pick them out. You know, they always get full of crap. So got them all greased up, and we're gonna spray everything and get it finished up. Boy, it's really nice to be working up here in the shop. All of this stuff is going away today, so it's really good. I'm actually gonna have a place to work and do my mods. Storage building, I'm actually gonna slide up inside my metal shop and use it to lock up the more expensive tools and stuff like that. Had it sitting out here and tarped up, and I got a little bit of water damage. So what I'm going to do, I don't really care about the water damage that much. I do care about the mold. So I'm going to spray it all down with Clorox and maybe get a borrow an ozone generator from a buddy of mine. Pump it full of ozone, close the door, and let it sit for a day, and that will kill anything that's growing behind it. If you've never seen an ozone generator, those are pretty neat, but you got to be careful because they'll kill you if you're inside the room and the ozone accumulates. But going to get that taken care of. You can see some molds already starting to develop, which is bad, but it's not as bad as you think, because the mold out here is pretty easy to get rid of. I'll just pull this down and replace it. It's not like I'll be living in here. You can see the drive belt. I've already got it pulled up, and I'm going to have to unhook the shifter so I can pull the belt off around it. This is really, like I said, one of the easier ones to do, and I'm going to change the oil and maybe drain a little bit of the fuel out of that bowl, because I know it'll never get touched again. And that's what happened. It just stretched to the point of breaking, and we're going to go into town and get another belt. Now, the only problem with these Murrays, hold on just, you might not be able to see it. The only problem with the drive belts on these Murrays is they go around the steering column. It's going to be 2 bolts. So we're going to have to undo the steering column and pull out the steering gear that attaches to the other steering gear on the bottom. I'll show you that in just a second. And that's it right there, those 2 bolts. And that's what we're going to have to pull off, if you can see it. And there's the other gear that it rides on. I wouldn't call it a gearbox. So, nothing terrible. It's just in a funky place. More to come, guys. To make up for putting the belt in a terrible place around the steering column, they kindly provided us with an access right here. It's going to be Phillips heads, and we're going to take this off, and this is also the best way to change the solenoid. So, let's see. sometimes it's good to grease them. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to spray it. Hold on. There we go. I got a bigger screwdriver too. That one. Boom. And this one I've already cracked. And there. That's going to be the best way to get into it. If you haven't already, you go ahead and take the battery out, disconnect it, because you don't want to reach in there with a screwdriver or a wrench around the solenoid, or you will arc something. But that's it, guys, for now. More to come in just a second. Now, to get into this and to take these bolts off, we're going to be using 1/2-inch socket. It's going to be on a 3/8 drive. I like using 2 extensions, 2 small 3-inch extensions, rather than one of the 6-inch ones, because I can get a little bit more wiggle out of it. First one's out. That one was easy. And whenever it's easy to work on, I always get really scared. And there's the second one. One. Two. There we go. More to come. Now, we're just going to pull the steering wheel up and get it off of the lip. There we go. And that is off. All I have to do is unclip the linkage, which is nothing but a little pull clip, and we'll have this belt off in just a second. More to come. Okay, guys, now I'm going to show you the trick to getting the belt off easy. This is a belt retainer, and there's one on either side of this big pulley. It's on the transaxle. Loosen this one and you'll be able to pull it off of one side and slide it around. Otherwise, you're going to have a fight and it's just going to ruin your day. This is going to be a 1/2 inch and you're able to get to it really easy. You can see my fingers right here. This is inside the fender well. So do this. If it's really rusted up and corroded, spray it and come back to it in just a second and see if it'll break it off, because it makes it so much easier. Otherwise, you're going to have to get under it and pry it out a little bit with a screwdriver or something like that, a cat's paw, to give you a little bit of room to get that thing off, that belt off. And this is the belt that I've already gotten off, and you can see he indeed got his money's worth for it. We're going to take this to the automotive store and we're going to have them size it up, get another belt, hopefully get one for about 15-18 bucks. We're just about finished up with this thing, and then I saw this tensioner pulley. It's been eaten off. Now if I was going to do something as far as playing, I would just get me a piece of good thick flat steel, trace this out and make another lip for it. But since it's going for a customer, I'll just replace it with another one that I have and go with it. Almost through. The belt's back on and the tensioner is back on, and I have tightened up this belt retainer, and we're going to do this, get this thing all put back together. I'm going to bolt the steering wheel back down into place, and then we are going to crank it up. That belt is a little bit loose. It's brand new, and it's the one that's supposed to go on it, but it feels a little bit loose. Worst comes to worst, I will try to slide the motor forward 1/4 of an inch, something like that, or I might just break down and make a little tensioner to go under it. Who knows? Maybe just fine. More to come. That is about it on how to do these belts on these. Like I said, there's nothing hard to it. Just got to know where those 2 bolts are, and the belt guide. That's about it. Like I said, nothing too terrible on these things. I'm going to change the oil now, throw a new plug in it, and give them a call and tell them it's ready to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Y'all take it easy. Go make some mayhem.